Hey everybody, happy Labor Day to everybody here in the United States. Let's all drink a beer and make a toast to what the workers and the unions have done for us over the years. There's so much anti-union sentiment going on lately. It's a time to really pause and reflect on that. So today I'm going to do a North Coast beer I have had before. I had one. Just appeared on our shelves. It's a new one for here. I'm going to be doing the old number 38 Stout. A little bit from the website. It says, named for a retired California Western Railroad steam engine on the Fort Bragg to Willits run through the Redwoods. Old number 38 Stout is a smooth, firm-bodied stout with the toasted character and coffee notes of dark malts and roasted barley. They call it a Dublin dry stout. Comes in at 5.4% ABV and 53 IBUs. Just got your standard North Coast cap on it. So let me get this in a glass and see what we've got. Like I said, I did have one of these before. I bought a 6-pack. So I have some initial impressions. Let's see if they hold up through the review here. Alright, I didn't quite get everything in the glass. We got a nice, that's a dark brown, almost black beer. You can't see any light through it. There's no red around the edges or anything. You can't see anything through there. Got nice 2.5 fingers of a really, really foamy looking mocha colored head. Really nice, creamy, foamy, creamy looking. Good looking head. So see if I can get through this head and see what we got for a nose on this. Okay, you're getting your roasted malts right away, your molasses, a little bit of molasses, definitely chocolate, almost like a Hershey's chocolate syrup. So maybe some herbal hops in there, maybe just a little dark fruit. Blackberry or plum or something like that. Really, really nice smelling stout. So let me give it a taste. Okay, you get your toffee right off the bat. It's followed fairly shortly by a kind of a mild fruity bitterness, and then that gives away to that chocolate syrup taste. It finish is sort of semi-sweet. Got a touch of roast throughout. Fairly clean. Again, there's that dark fruit taste there. It's not as strong, quite as strong as on the nose, but there is a dark fruit taste there, more like a plum, I think. It ends with a light chocolate sweetness, really creamy tasting, appears to be low carbonation. Like I said, you can't see anything through it, so it probably feels fuller body than it is. I'm saying it's probably like a medium body, but it tastes like a full body because the carbonation is really low. So so far I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty much impressed with North Coast beers anyway, the ones I've had, and they actually did, surprisingly enough, at my request, because I happened to be in there the day that the distributor was in there taking orders. I asked him if he had any old stock ale, so they've actually got some. I actually bought myself another 4-pack of this year's old stock ale. I was surprised they still had some. So anyway, let me get the rest of this in the glass and sit and let it warm up a bit, and I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. I got some couple slabs of ribs on the Weber, so I got to get back fairly shortly. So back in a while. Okay, I'm back. It's been 20 minutes or so. It's warmed up considerably. We had a couple trains going by. This is one of the few places where trains can pass each other here in the state. Double tracks and everything, so had to wait for those to go by. There was a lot of rumbling and whistling off in the distance and everything, but as this has warmed up, the coffee notes, which I really didn't mention on the initial part because I didn't really get them. They've come out a little bit, but there's still not a ton of coffee here. This is mostly your sweet chocolate, your toffee, dark fruits, just a hint of coffee, mostly in the roastiness. It's roasty and it's chocolatey, and that's primarily it on the nose still. On the taste, maybe a little bit more, a little bit of that. Well, the coffee's coming out in the roasted malt. It's not really a coffee flavor that I can distinguish anyway. At least not the way I like coffee, but still darn good. It's sort of a strange melange of flavors here with your dark fruits and your chocolate and your coffee and your roasted malts and but anyway, it's all kind of, you got that melange coming together and comes together good though. And then you got that slight sweetness of chocolate right there on the finish. It's not really a clean finish. It is kind of a lingering finish, but it's still a darn good stout. I mean, you know, for an Irish stout, this is pretty decent. It's different than I'm used to in traditional Irish stouts. A little sweeter maybe, a little less hoppy, but it's a nice example of the style. This is one I'm definitely going to buy again. It'll make the rotation in my fridge for sure. I gave a bottle to a buddy of mine, stopped by last night. He brought me the ribs, so I hope he comes by today to eat them because I got them on the Weber. But anyway, I'm going to give this North Coast Old Number 38 Stout, their Dublin Dry Stout as they call it. A little sweeter than I expect from an Irish dry stout, but still darn good. I'm gonna give it a good solid 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, this is gonna be in my rotation, that's for sure. Darn good beer if you get North Coast, and if you see it and you like good stouts. It's not an imperial stout or anything like that. It's just a regular old stout. Might even qualify as a porter in some places, but darn good. 9.5 out of 10. Till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.